We're just normal men.
What do you mean, normal men?
We're just innocent men.
It's time for Side Scrollers with me, Stuttering Craig.
I did. Oh, wow. Right on the tip. Just on the tip.
And Blabs. Co-hosted by our friends from around the internet.
There is a portion of Norway where it is legally required to carry a firearm at all times.
If you're just a normal man looking for common sense in this crazy-ass world, you've come to the right place. And now, broadcasting from our homes from around the internet, it's time for Side Scrollers. Oh, welcome out to Side Scrollers on YouTube.com and Rumble.com, and most importantly, SideScrollersPlus.com. What's going on, everybody? Good to see you. Happy Wednesday to you. It is Hump Day, and I've been told that it's okay to wear no hat as long as they don't have glasses on. Hello, Blabs and Phoenix.
I was going to say something about you not wearing a hat, but then you mentioned it first, so never mind.
I know. That's you got to beat people to the punch, Blabs.
I like you without the hat better.
Yeah,
Thanks,
you
Phoenix.
Have a forehead. Who would have thought?
You know what's funny about the forehead thing? My wife, for the first time, heard the 5-head joke. She'd never heard the 5-head joke before. You guys know that one?
I didn't even know what the 5-head joke is. What is that?
What? Stop the music. Phoenix, do you know the 4-head joke?
Well, it's a big forehead because you have a forehead. Take it up, 5-head.
That's right.
Oh, that's so stupid.
That's awesome.
Is this like some sex joke that I don't understand? I don't
No.
know.
It's very sexual. Very sexual indeed.
You got a 4-head and a 5-head. There you go. But yeah, I've been told that
really, really big forehead. It's a 6-head too.
I guess, Blabs. I guess. Yeah.
I'm gonna 7-head.
All right. Just not even gonna do it anymore. Just not even gonna do it anymore. Can't do it.
Can't do. Okay.
Look at you. I'm gonna bust you guys up a little bit here on your volume.
Bust us up. You're gonna fight us?
You guys are a little soft.
I'll win.
Little soft right there.
Yeah. Back my mic.
You wait. If we fought, you think you'd win?
No.
Okay.
I can get a good kick in, and then that's probably about GG's game over because you could just punch me and I'm out.
I would just do this. I'll big brother you, and just put my arms out. I'm not gonna fight you, Blast. I'm not gonna fight anybody. I'm a grown ass man, not gonna fight anybody.
Yeah,
That's
whatever,
all.
man.
Well, Phoenix, thanks so much for the kind words about my lack of hat. I appreciate that.
Yeah, I like it better.
Thanks, appreciate it. Well, we'll see. We'll see how this.
Thank God there's this table hiding something right now.
Just the huge erection right next to Blabs. That's not
raging.
Wow.
Starting to make you uncomfortable.
Blabs like, oh. Wow.
Wow.
Speaking of people with raging erections underneath their table, hey, it's Eric. What's up, Eric?
It's all right. I have the camera high enough.
The camera was on the whole time?
Yep.
Well,
I really hope that's your face.
Is it?
Why?
Is that what it looks like? Whoa, hey.
You're deaf.
My God. Oh, wow.
Anger strokes. Let's go.
So,
Can't tell if he's having a stroke or not.
right. Oh my God. I gotta be honest, like that would be a really funny YouTube channel. Is just guys O-face. Yeah, just like an Instagram of some lady's body count. She just every time the guy's ready to go, like she just busts out her phone and gets the guy in the most vulnerable state possible.
So you guys will be knowing what Craig is doing later on Instagram today. He's gonna start taking all these pictures and everything.
Are you implying that I'm looking at guys in their most vulnerable state?
Yes.
Why would you do that? I don't understand. That's ridiculous. Anyways, look, big show today. Lots going on. Glad you're with us. We're gonna get. I'm gonna tell you this right now. This whole Kaceytron H3H3 thing, legitimate public humiliation. We are going to get into this. It is the top story, I guess, today. We got a lot going on, but this is I've never seen someone so publicly, like it was like going to the town square and being followed by somebody with a bell saying shame, 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 and then everybody in the town square pointing, laughing, and then just throwing a bunch of tomatoes at the person and then going, yep, you're right, I am a fuckface. I've never seen anything like this before. I've been on the line for a long time and I've never seen somebody look so fucking stupid before. So we'll get to that. And I've seen a lot of people look fucking stupid before, including myself. So,
well, speaking of looking stupid,
yes.
Some of the Metroid Prime reviews came out, and I was top to bottom wrong about that character that everyone hated. It was Miles or whatever the hell it was. Remember how I said I have a feeling it's just like a tutorial person. He's going to die in the first act. Wrong about all of that. I'm top to bottom wrong.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll
I
get
still
to
have a Metroid Prime review in the doc.
Yeah.
IGN of all people.
Blabs, can you put in go to like Metacritic and get the combination of all the reviews for that, please? Let's put that underneath there. So we'll get into the Metroid Prime 4 stuff. We got the Kaceytron. I do have a little bit of nostalgia I want to get to today. Twitch is stealing from Asmongold and other streamers as well, and we're going to dip our toe into the world of pop culture, crossing over with politics, with a character called Franklin the Turtle and another character called Sabrina Carpenter. So we'll get to that a little bit later on because the Sabrina Carpenter thing is amazing from all sides. So lots going on today. It's going to be a fairly chill, positive show today, if you will, Eric. I expect nothing but the best from you today, Eric.
Best in the West.
Best in the West. Hey, how's everything going, by the way, with giving people dirt naps?
Well, I mean, I just started back streaming gaming again. So I'm kind of rebuilding because I kind of took a long hiatus. But it's been fun. And I'm growing a lot on Rumble. So
all right,
fun
nice.
on Rumble.
People
Rumble's
showing up on a day-to-day basis?
Oh, yeah.
All right,
Love
nice.
to see the regular faces popping in more and more. So nice.
Are you playing your Battlefield 6?
Oh, yeah.
Nice. Oh, yeah.
Without you.
I know. I'm
Blabs.
sorry, Eric. I will get it eventually, and then you and I will play. It'll be
Apex
fantastic.
Legends randomly.
Listen,
a 7-year-old game.
I like Conduit. She's fun. She's a big healer. I'm a healer girl. Big heals.
Well, if you are new to our channel, do us a favor, hit the subscribe button over here on YouTube. Join the 135,000 just normal men who have found us, who love common sense. If you are watching us over on Rumble for the first time, hello. Good to see you. Join the nearly 29,000 who have found us over on Rumble. We like our friends over at Rumble. We're glad you're with us. Also, if you're watching over on Kick or Twitch, we're glad you found us over there. Hit the follow button. And of course, you can find us over at Side Scrollers Plus, the wildest chat on the internet. Speaking of Plus and all the good things we got going on over there, did you know coming up on Saturday, the reason why Phoenix and Blabs are sitting next to each other? They're in Florida right now. I'll be joining them on Friday because on Saturday we have, bam, Queen of the Wii, a big old special event. We're getting all the ladies together and they're going to be playing with the Wii. And we're going to find out who will be the champion of the Wii. Who will it be? Will it be Dez, Blabs, Meg, or Kay? Blabs, who you think? Who you got?
It's me. Because I'm a Wii girl.
It's going to be Kay.
I hope
I
not,
think so, too.
dude.
I
I was
think so,
talking
too.
with Kay the other day, and I was like, listen. It's me. It's me.
I really wish we did my idea of constantly filling up the girls with some water and taking bets on who's going to be the real queen of the Wii, who's going to be first.
Megan in the chat. She's going
How many
first.
bathroom breaks?
Well, it's funny you mentioned that because there was that was brought up a few days ago. I don't quite remember who it was. I think it was Mitsu who brought it up when we brought up the idea of Queen of the Wii, because several years ago, did you guys know that there was
Someone died?
Yeah, someone died. It was a whole
Birthday.
I'm sorry, what's that, Blabs?
And somebody had a birthday.
What?
It's Phoenix's birthday
It's
again?
fine. Carry on.
What do you just feel the need to derail every sentence that I say, or like just curious?
Yes.
I'm over here just like I'm here talking about some lady died, and you're like, and it's somebody's birthday today.
Someone dies, someone's born.
You know what, Blabs? Here it is. Here it is. It's the Blabs gong. Every time
Fuck me.
you get the Blabs gong, all right? Got it?
The gong, let's go.
All right. Anyways, there was we're not going to be making y'all drinking all the liquids to making
I think it was like Wii for a Wii or something like that. It was when the system came out. There was a radio contest where they had to keep drinking water every X amount of times. And what happened was, I believe the person who died was they took water pills, something that basically stops you from peeing.
Yep.
And they just kept drinking, and then they had the water toxicity after the show.
Hold your Wii for a Wii. In January 2007, KDND's morning show controversially held an on-air contest called Hold Your Wii for a Wii, where the contestants would challenge to drink as much water as they could without urinating in order to win a Wii video game console. 28-year-old contestant Jennifer Strange died of water intoxication, resulting in Intercom being sued for a wrongful death by Strange's family. The FCC later investigated the incident. This is crazy. That event happened in 2007. This, by the way, this speaks to the government here. That event happened in January of 2007, meaning she died in January 2007. The FCC investigated it and found that in 2016, so 9 years later, it says investigated the incident in 2016. It designated the renewal of KDND's license for hearing, questioning whether the station had operated in the public interest right there. So anyways, whatever. So we will not be doing that, except only with Blabs, where Blabs will be just downing all the liquid, and we'll slowly watch her die of water intoxication. It'll be great.
Dihydrogen monoxide.
Wow, wow.
Whenever Blabs
Gong.
is holding
Where's my gong?
it's around. It's always around, but that's only for when you do and say stupid things, Blabs.
So every other 5 seconds.
That's right. All right. So we have Queen of the Week coming up. So join us over at Side Scrollers Plus. We also have, now I'm telling you, December, we got some good things going on. With Eric here, we actually can announce this as well. Coming up on Monday, December 15th. So like 12 days from now, we're going to be doing our first episode of the Plus podcast, which will be very exciting as well. We're going to do all of our Plus partners together. We're going to be doing that on everywhere where you guys can find us. It'll be in the evening on the 15th. It'll be great, man. Great times getting all of our Plus partners together. So got that, all the good stuff coming up. Speaking of good stuff, we always like to start the show with just a tad bit of disappointment. And today, I imagine there'll be quite a little bit. Blabs, are you ready?
Are you?
Yeah, I'm ready. Are you?
Go.
Today in gaming history with Blabs.
That's me.
All right, Fart Queen, you better get this one right today.
This one also just did a fart noise when the thing went off. I wish you guys could hear, but it was very
By
close.
fart noise, I mean I lifted my leg and tore some ass.
It's good. Made it with his other lips. Go ahead, Blabs.
Everybody, Super Castlevania IV was released in 1991. You have the PlayStation releasing 31 years ago today in 1994 in Japan. And then I had to do it because Beyblades Metal Fusion was released in Japan in 2009. Ta-da!
This has good potential.
PlayStation!
Just wait till she finds out what she missed today. Eric, first and foremost.
No, I didn't. It's in the document. Suck my dick.
Whoa.
First off, any thoughts on Super Castlevania, Eric, or
Ivy?
just the PlayStation as a whole?
The PlayStation as a whole was fun.
I've seen the PlayStation referred to as the PSX. Have you guys ever heard of that before?
Yes.
Yeah.
Why is that? Why don't they just call it a PS1?
Wasn't there? There may be some other reason, but wasn't it when they made a smaller version? It wasn't that called the PSX? Maybe I'm completely off on that.
I feel like there was like a very small version, a tiny, tiny
and I
little
want to
version.
say it was called the PSX.
Google PSX to
round
get
one.
Pakistan Stock Exchange. That's not it.
But on a quick side about Super Castlevania 4, first of all, great game, great music. But one of the things I couldn't get enough of as a kid, maybe I'm a waterhead, was how cool it was to whip the whip in any angle you wanted, and then it had like fake physics and stuff that you could actually move it around. I thought that was awesome.
Oh yeah. Oh
yeah,
yeah.
like welcome to 16-bit, baby.
Yeah,
that
was the idea of being able to whip in 8 directions and have your little dongle there. It was excellent, quite excellent.
Yep.
So much so that Super Castlevania 4 is a game that I like to play every year. And we had actually planned on shooting some stuff this afternoon, but that's not going to happen. So I think I actually may stream a little Super Castlevania 4 this afternoon.
Do it.
Yeah, why not?
Do it.
So find me.
Just an
I'll tell you
update
what.
on like the PSX. It was a PlayStation X. It was a digital video recorder and home video game console released by Sony in Japan in 2003, but it did not do very well.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a system.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll tell you what. I think I want to do this. I want to try some stuff over on Kick today. All right. So I'll tell you what. Join me this afternoon. I'm gonna play Super Castlevania over on Kick at kick.com/sidescrollers. So find us over there. There's us talking right now. So find us over there. Just want to kick around things a little bit with Kick, if you will. Hey, bada boom. Hey, I'll do that this afternoon, probably around 2 Central Time. So about 3 hours from now, about an hour after our show ends. But some noticeable games that you missed today, Blabs. And I'm going to tell you this right now. You thought you had a good list because you put Beyblade on it. But, by the way, Blabs, your mic sounds like dog shit. Phoenix's mic sounds good. Just so you know.
Per usual, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so.
It's because you just want to censor the woman?
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. I want to censor the woman.
Shall I text Michael?
Yes. With that said, some noticeable games that you missed today, Blabs, include Star Wars Shadow of the Empire for the N64.
One of my favorites on the N64. We were just talking about this too. It's one of my favorites.
Yes, we were.
This was one of the greatest Star Wars creations ever because it was a book, a video game,
comic book, figures. It was supposed to feel. Lucasfilm wanted to make the push
huge
of
multimedia.
Yep.
Reach.
It was.
I didn't mean to step on you there.
No, listen. It was meant to be a groundbreaking title for the N64, and honestly, it was. It was great. People love that shit, man. They loved it. It's funny, you can like beat the game in like just a few hours, I believe. But yeah, it's pretty fun. Look at that. Look at that bad boy. Look at that son of a bitch making his way through there. Yeah, look at that. Blabs, you missed that one today. Way to go.
I didn't.
No, you didn't. Okay, sounds good. But you did miss Jade Cocoon for the PlayStation, Ridge Racer Type 4, Bomberman 64, the second act. Blabs, kind of shocked you decided not to put Bomberman 64 on the list.
You know, Beyblades, let it rip.
Okay, and that's the second attack is I've got that. It's kind of expensive because it was one of those. It was one that kind of came, I believe, towards the end of the system. And,
99, yeah.
Not a lot of people got it, but it's actually the better of the Bomberman 64 games. I bet you that's probably about 300 is my guess. Loose? 200, 300?
Loose price, $242. Complete
go.
price, $1,000 right there. You have all these games? Phoenix?
Yep.
Good Lord, dude.
Yeah.
Ridiculous. Impressive. Very impressive. Also, Blabs, impressive that you did not include Army Men World Tour Team Assault for the PlayStation. What the fuck,
Beyblades.
Blabs? Hey.
What the fuck is a Beyblade?
What?
Okay. You guys go ahead and fight. Go ahead.
Round one.
Who cares about Beyblades?
Well, I hope we just stare at each other this whole time. Oh, good, we are.
Is it a staring contest? What's going on?
All right.
Yes.
Some other noticeable games that you missed include Legends of Wrestling for the PlayStation 2. That was a pretty good one. That's back, I think this was when Hulk was not in WWE. Maybe he was. I don't know, but I
don't think he was. No, I think the whole idea behind this was getting the big to do was him being in this game.
Yeah, this was the independent wrestling game. This wasn't the WWE wrestling game. So it had like everybody that wasn't signed to WWE at the time. I think
right,
all the classics.
I think they made several of those for the PlayStation.
They did.
Yeah.
Yep.
Which Phoenix somehow owns all of them.
Yes.
I bet Phoenix also owns, I don't know, Smash Brothers Melee.
Oof. There it is. Oh boy.
That's the one I put in the document. Super Smash Bros. Had an anniversary today.
And we didn't want to feature that.
You just didn't feel the need to.
It was going to be featured all by itself.
Oh, okay. That's a good save.
Yeah, suck it.
Blabs,
Beyblades.
I think your mic is either too hot and it needs to be turned down because the noise canceling is fucking it up. So
Just talk away from it.
Do me a favor. Talk loud, but keep it here.
Okay, well,
there you go. You sound like dog shit.
thank you.
Well, I'm just being honest with you. Let's see. Oh, Mario and Luigi Paper Jam. People like that one for the 3DS. We have let's see. Okay. Yeah.
Oh, Immortals Phoenix Rising. I love that game. That's a great game.
Yeah. Tell me about it.
It's kind of like a sort of an Assassin's Creed light with mythological figure. I'm pretty sure the Assassin's Creed Odyssey team, I believe, worked on that game. So it's kind of like if you took Zelda and Assassin's Creed and merged them together. If you like that game loop, then you should like that game. I happen to love it. I also love Greek mythology, so I'm kind of biased towards that. But it's actually a pretty good game. You can usually get it on sale on any system, pretty cheap.
Well, that came out 5 years ago in 2020. There you go. The year of our Lord, the year the world went insane. I'll never not think that. All right. So there's Today in Gaming History. Chat, rate Blabs on a scale of A to F. How did she do today? I think Blabs
A B plus.
A B plus.
Yeah,
Oh.
I think if you took Beyblades out and then you put something else there, I think you'd have a pretty solid list.
For that reason alone, though, the fact that she put Beyblade instead of, I don't know, Super Smash Brothers Melee.
Well, she's saying because she's featured it as a separate topic.
Document
Star Wars.
right there.
Yeah, I would have put bingo, Eric. I would have put Shadows there.
Super Smash Brothers anniversary.
Blabs,
I had PlayStation anniversary.
your
And
logic.
Also, I went with different genres.
You bounce around.
Yes.
Your logic every day. Well, I included the console because I wanted you to talk about it. I didn't include the console because I wanted you to talk about it. I didn't include Smash Brothers because I wanted you to talk about it. I included Smash Brothers because I wanted you to talk about it.
I'm really
Pick
good
a
at it.
fucking lane.
No.
She wanted to say Beyblades. So with
Beyblades,
that
right.
logic, you start to understand.
Hold on. I need to triple check something.
Huh?
Beyblade. Okay, hold on.
Was Beyblade removed from GameFAQs?
Beyblade, it's not even on this fucking list. It's not even
I
on.
had the list last week. That's so sad.
What the hell, Blabs?
What do you mean, what the hell, Blabs? Ask GameFAQs why it was there and now it's not.
How
Well,
about
that
you
means
start-
that we can put it on tomorrow.
That's
Oh.
what I mean. I did tomorrow's already last week. Everything's done for the next 5 days.
Yes, Eric.
You know what's never on GameFAQs list? It's
Hmm.
one of the greatest games of all time, one of my favorite games of all time. That should have been on Monday's list. Is Thief the Dark Project. It's the
Thief.
greatest stealth game of all time. Is not on GameFAQs
Didn't we
history
see
of gaming.
Thief? No? I could have
No.
sworn we saw Thief. Okay.
You can even go back. I was looking at it. Go back. It's not there.
You ever play Thief in VR? No?
No,
good.
That's the new
All
thing.
right.
Well,
Gotta be Garrett.
with it being the PlayStation, we did see this from Culture Creep over on X, talking about the PlayStation over the years. Which iteration of the PlayStation is your favorite?
One.
Really? Okay.
4.
It's the only one I've actually ever played, so I can only
The
answer
2,
with one.
PS2, because you could play PS1 games on it.
I'm with you, Phoenix. I think the PlayStation 4 is the best
Yep.
version. Yeah, I do. I think the PlayStation 4 is one of the best consoles ever made. It had such a ridiculously good lineup. Obviously, PlayStation 2 did as well. PS3, it sucked for a good while. But the PlayStation 3 did such a shitty job. PlayStation 1 had the market share in the PlayStation 2. PlayStation 3 went out. PlayStation dropped to third. And then PlayStation 4 came back and they regained their dominance, right?
PS4
No.
won the console.
PlayStation
Yeah.
3 still beat the Xbox.
Xbox 360?
Yep. Everyone always thinks that No, that's a misconception. In the end, PlayStation 3 beat the Xbox.
It's because the Xbox never sold in Japan well.
That's a good
Bingo.
point. Good
That's
point.
the reason why.
See, I'm American, right? And that I only care about what happens in America.
If you take Japan out of the question and you do worldwide sales minus Japan, I think the Xbox. 360.
The PlayStation 3 had a great last 2 years. Before that, not good. Because I loved the 360 until the last 2 years of the PlayStation 3.
Yeah.
Like when you start having like The Last of Us and stuff like that, that's when it started to get really good.
So the Xbox 360 in the US sold 46 million units. The PlayStation 3 sold 23 million units.
But if you look at the console, like top consoles, you'll see that the 3 was over the 360.
Yeah. I'm just saying in America, which let's be real, that's all that matters, right, Phoenix? Yeah. Right?
All that matters.
That's right.
America, fuck yeah.
Atta boy, let's go. Woo! Anyways, all right, there's Today in Gaming History, everybody. You guys have a lot to say about this, which you should. As Nathan says, one thing I find funny about this settlement is Casey had to sign a non-disparage clause, meaning she cannot talk crap about him on stream. Yeah, we're going to get to this public humiliation here very, very shortly. Drew Duck says, hey, side scrollers, Blabs as Fleur in the snowy forest. Do you know what Fleur is, Blabs?
All right. It is. It's Fleur Delacour as in Harry Potter.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Boss Snake Master says, you look like a boss, Craig. No cap. And true, I don't have a cap. And yeehaw, Eric.
Yeah.
Bentley says, hey, side scrollers, I made a joke on Dez's stream saying that Alf and X-Ray Girl have one thing in common. She didn't get it. Please keep her pure at Queen of the Week. Thank you, Bentley. We'll do our best to keep Dez pure. I got to think. I think that Dez is not as pure as everybody thinks she is. Just my thought, But whatever. We cannot confirm or deny that. Two's News says you should play the Ryan Kittle forehead video /song. I haven't seen this. Is that a thing?
Because Ryan has a really big forehead. By the way, does my mic sound at all better in any shape or form?
A little bit.
Not a whole lot.
Yeah. Jay Tillman came in and says, since the Rumble Dude is here, how about a block feature for live chat? Annoying assholes and bits ruin things for others. Also, could you check the reply to see someone in the chat? Click in the name, add that. I don't even know what you said, but thank you, Jay Tillman. Appreciate it.
You can block people in Rumble.
I think so too. I know we can. Yeah, I think it is the Rumble mic that's going on with you, Blabs, for sure. Maybe the connection.
We just had the IT guy come in and fix something, but I don't think it actually fixed my volume.
No. Marmalin says, Craig, did you know it's someone's birthday? I sure did. Phoenix's. Congratulations. Happy birthday, Phoenix.
Thank you guys so much. Everyone always forgets, except you. Thank you so much, man. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, that's wonderful. Also, CG Hero says, your hair looks fine, Craig. You have nothing to prove. It's just not the same as the hat, which is part of your brand. Montez. Well, thank you, CG Hero. Appreciate that. I'm not trying to prove anything to anybody. But it's just like, think of it like another skin when it comes to video game characters. Every once in a while, I don't want to wear a hat. Are you okay with that? Okay, great. M.A. Mahelik says, Pakistan Stock Exchange, do not redeem. Thank you. And Modest Rat says, hey, bada bing, put on a hat, Craig. You look like highly regarded. Also, Blabs, use a fired for shadows. Arrivederci, mis amigos. Regarded or retarded? Is that what we're doing with? Is that where you're...
Maybe I'm all of the above.
Yeah, it's good. And Delta says, congrats on being on my top 3 list for YouTube recap at number 3. I was surprised Nerderotic made it to number 4. Guess Real BBC was on his channel, apparently. Number 1 was sadly a React to Movies channel. Number 2 was Asmongold. And number 5 was a Yu-Gi-Oh! Influencer. All right, Delta. Excellent.
A React to Movies channel? Was it mine?
I hope so. I sure as hell hope so.
Better have been. Your number one channel is a React to Movies channel, and it's not You Mean the Movies?
Damn.
What other channel are you watching?
Unbelievable. All right. Look, we have a lot to get to today, and we have a cowboy in our midst, and I will not forget to make sure
that you get your yeehaw in today. Are you ready to go, Eric?
I'm always ready.
It's time for my favorite segment, your favorite segment, everybody in the world's favorite segment. It's time for Hard News.
Hard news.
Quality effort right there. Quality.
peak?
That was good. You peaked a little bit. That's okay. I would say you're just on your way up, Eric. You'll
I'm
never
trying to-
peak.
Oh, okay.
You'll never peak, buddy. Never. All right. So look, the big release now when it comes to the world of video games is a franchise that I very much love, is the new Metroid game, Metroid Prime 4. First, Eric, any interest in Metroid Prime 4?
I have it pre-ordered.
Do you? Okay. Comes out, what, tomorrow? I think, is that right? Yes, tomorrow.
December 4th. Whatever
Well,
day today is.
all the reviews are out right now. They are from the traditional access media. And wouldn't you know it, I would say it's not scoring as well as I thought it would, as a general 8 out of 10 here. This is courtesy of Metacritic. It's gotten a couple hundreds here, but, you know, PC Mag, Giant Bomb gave it 100. IGN notably gave it essentially an 8 out of 10. Forbes 9 out of 10. You can see it right there. I'm curious, just curious, who gave it a mixed review. Let's see who gave it.
I can give you kind of an overview what I think happened, if you care.
Yes, that's
okay.
what we're doing here. Yeah.
Yeah. So what I think, I watched a couple of reviews, 3 or 4, and what it seems like is that the high points are high and the low points are extremely low. So what it does right, atmosphere, story, gameplay, all those things, the mechanics, everything true to form, back to form. Retro Studios is one of their best games. That's what I'm hearing over and over again. But the consistent complaint is what everyone feared, which were these buddies that you talk with the entire time, and they do a lot of hand holding. And Metroid has always been the opposite of hand holding. It's all about exploration without anyone telling you what to do. So that's what seems to be the issue. And I think it's interesting that they did fail to, it seemed intentionally, exclude them from the early marketing, because I guess maybe that's something that Nintendo realized, at least in the beginning. So that's what I think is going on here. Had you eliminated the hand-holding and the NPC characters, that whole side story, this probably would have been a 9, is my guess.
You're saying that when we got started today, you said that you were wrong, your theory about all this.
Yeah.
Why don't you go into that a little bit more?
Extraordinarily wrong. I'm like, I can't wait to be so right. I was the most wrong ever, because I thought that Miles character, if you remember, there was that very annoying character that you meet. I was like, oh, okay, I bet you he's just comic relief in the beginning. He's your tutorial just to get you started for newcomers, because Metroid, their sales numbers are never as good as the other Nintendo properties. Like, all right, they're trying something new. And then once the tutorial's over, he'll die or something, and that'll be a call to action to start doing something, right? That's when you'll see the main villain, it kills him or whatever, and then you go on. Nope. It appears that he's along the whole time, as well as other characters that we haven't seen yet. So that seems to be the big issue, at least from the 3 or 4 reviews I saw.
I'm a bad Metroid fan. I have not played. I didn't play Dread.
You would love Dread.
I know everybody says I love Dread.
You won't love it. You wouldn't love it as much as like Super Metroid and stuff like that, because it's a different kind of vibe. It's almost like the Mr. X character in Resident Evil chasing you, or Nemesis in Resident Evil. So it's Metroid and a little bit of like Nemesis together, but it's still a great Metroid game. So I think you'd probably put that as like an 8, Dread.
Yeah, you know, the thing I always loved about Super Metroid was just the discovery of it. And obviously, I have nostalgia for it. I remember playing through that game with my boy Mike when I was in middle school. We'd spent the summer. We played through Super Metroid and Ken Griffey Jr. baseball and stuff. And those were 2 games that we played a lot over at his house. And so a lot of nostalgia for that. Obviously, I started a brand called Screw Attack, and you know, that being the most powerful power-up in that game and the Metroid series as a whole. But yeah, man, you know, like I feel like I'm a bad Metroid fan because I haven't played Dread yet, and I know that I'll be shamed for that, and rightfully so. the Metroid Prime series, I bought the remaster of it, and I played a little bit on the Switch when it came out. I've never.
Was that your first Prime game?
Metroid Prime 1?
The remaster, was that your first time playing it?
I tinkered with it a little bit. I remember playing it on the GameCube when it first came out, and I never wanted to be in the visor, if that makes sense. I always wanted to play like the 2D action of it. So being in the visor as Samus was never really that appealing to me. So I don't know if like starting at Metroid Prime 4 really makes a whole lot of sense for me, but I know a lot of people really love the Prime series. Eric, have you spent much time?
From the reviews I've seen, if you were to just jump into 4, you should, it's no big deal. But I get it. I get it. Metroid, for me, I also prefer it as a 2D game, much better. But I will say that what the Prime series does do well is that they did manage to give you that Metroid feel in a first-person view. Like they actually did pull it off. Whether or not that works for you or not, that's a whole other side story. But it does actually feel like Metroid.
Eric?
Yeah, I have all the Prime games on my GameCube just for collector's sake. Trying to have the best GameCube games to have. I've never beat them though. But never been much of a Metroid guy.
It's really kind of weird to see how these classic franchises have almost split. You have Sonic, that they have your 2D Sonic fans, your 3D Sonic fans. You have your Zelda games, your overhead Zelda games, and your open world Zelda games. You have your Metroid, your 2D Metroid games, your 3D Metroid games. It's interesting because I feel like they could almost be treated as different franchises within the same IP, if that makes sense. And there's very distinctive fans for each one. And sometimes I would say it feels like you play one or the other, and there are people who will cross over, right, and play both. But you stick with kind of what you know. If you grew up with the 3D version of Metroid, then you play Metroid Prime. If you grew up with the 2D version of Metroid, you play the 2D versions of it. I don't know. Am I off on that, or does that feel fairly accurate?
As somebody who's played all the 2D Sonic, Mario, and Zelda games, I've always liked those better than the 3D ones. So I think it is an age thing, generational thing.
I've been good with all of them except Sonic. I can't get Sonic 3D. Sonic does not work for me at all.
Yeah, for me, I'm with you. I think 2D Sonic is definitely the way to go, but like I said, I'm an old head when it comes to this stuff. So
I will say real quick, I was hoping that Metroid Prime 4, I was hoping that they would have taken a new direction. I was actually hoping for third person. I would have liked that over the shoulder, and then every once in a while, the camera pulls out and it can be a 2D, either in exploration or fights and stuff like that. I was really hoping for some kind of hybrid, kind of taking what Metroid M did, that terrible game, but third person and doing it better when you're doing the switching.
Yeah, I know that there are parts where the new thing is the bike that you ride around on in this, and it's like open world. I think I've heard a lot of criticisms of that as well. The idea that you have to get around this world with your bike, and it's meant to be in the IGN review. They specifically talk about how it's like the open field in Zelda and Ocarina of Time. But once again, Ocarina of Time was 30 years ago at this point. I don't know, man. If you're still using something from some sort of gameplay element from 30 years ago in a brand new game, but at the same time, I guess this game has been in development for like 15 years. So
it went like I think there was 2 or 3 iterations where they canceled it and then started over. I'm pretty sure, and I think that Retro Studios came in later. I think originally it was a different team. I could be wrong about that, but I know that there was a couple of iterations.
Well, it's finally here. It is finally here. So congratulations to Retro and Nintendo for getting it out. I'll be very intrigued to see what the sales figures are. And if I know Dread, we talked about that a couple weeks ago. Dread sold better than any Metroid game ever, and it's not like it sold a couple million units, which when you look at whatever your other big titles are, it's small. It pales in comparison to like a Mario game or Wii Fit or something like that. But it is the gamers franchise when it comes to Nintendo. So it's finally here. We'll see how everybody takes to it. Hey, Des, thank you very much for the raid on Kick and on Rumble. Appreciate that, Des. Thank you very much for your support. And we were literally just talking about you and letting everybody know that you'll be at Queen of the Wii, which, by the way, we need to get a updated picture from you, Des, just a heads up. So we'll be doing that in Florida for sure. Commodore fan says, I did my YouTube recap yesterday, and y'all were my #1 watch channel this year. Let's go. But it said Roblox was my #1 game, yet I never played it, nor cared about it. Guess it's y'all's videos on it. That's interesting. Yeah, thanks, Commodore fan. Appreciate that. And good luck with your Roblox obsession. It's weird, man. All right. Let's move on to this just silliness, this public flogging, if you will, of this drama. I know people are like, oh, streamer drama. I did not anticipate talking about this today, but I was literally shocked. Let me pull this story up real fast to make sure we're all queued up and ready to go. By the way, I cleared a bunch of stuff off my computer. Hopefully things have been looking all right on from a computer perspective.
You look fabulous, Craig.
Thanks, Blabs. Appreciate that. Checks in the mail. All right. So, do you guys recall the whole recap of this H3H3 nonsense that's been going on, the lawsuit? Do you guys need a quick recap of this?
People into copyright.
Yes. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah, basically what it is like, what is fair use when you're just playing a video and just staring at it? Like, are you actually reacting? That is basically.
They turned on his stream and then it was basically share streams.
Yeah.
Right. And the idea was he actually filed the video before it was released that he had done with as I think the Library of Congress or something, which made it a copyrightable thing, right? Us doing a live stream right here and someone like watching it in real time, it's very hard to copyright that, right? But he created a video. He knew that they were going to watch it. When I say he, I mean Ethan from H3H3. He knew that these specific streamers were going to take it and watch it specifically to do malicious intent to him. So he kind of played 4D chess. Then he sues said streamers for doing this because he knew they would do it because they were harassing him. So he's like, hey, let's play some games. And they kind of had a little squabble, blah, 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 back and forth. One of those streamers was the pothead known as Kaceytron. And Kaceytron is not like a massive streamer, but she is one of the Hassan orbiters, if you will. She had a clip of her literally at one time sniffing the bed that Hassan had slept in. It's really fucking weird. But with all that said, there was a back and forth, and within the last week or so, Kaceytron was put a video out talking about how she was crying, and Ethan Klein had been ruining her life, and
but she was paying for her parents, and like there's other disabled people involved, and she was honestly just crying about it instead of just getting shit done.
Yep. And she offers a settlement of like $17,500, but she raised like $60,000 on her GoFundMe. So Ethan Klein was like, yo, dog, where'd that other money go? Right. So anyways, word came down yesterday that Kaceytron and Ethan Klein had reached a settlement. And this is just a video of him talking about it. But what really was amazing was the public apology that was posted by Kaceytron at the start of her stream yesterday. And this has 4.5 million views on it over on X. And I think it's important. I just want to watch this because as I watch this, this was like watching a fucking car wreck where as you're watching it, it just gets worse. Like the car runs in to a fucking bridge. The bridge then falls down. Guess what? The lady's still alive. Oh no, a fucking rail lands on the driver, and then the car bursts into place. It just kept going. It just kept going the entire time. And I've never seen somebody, obviously, this is not something that she wrote, but there were definitely things that H3H3 and specifically Ethan wanted in this. And man, oh man, did Kaceytron cower like a gutless dog in this situation. Here is this clip. You notice that she literally just plays a video here to start.
And by stating I take responsibility for infringing the content nuke. I want to begin by stating I take responsibility for infringing the content nuke. The lawsuit was not frivolous. When I said the lawsuit was frivolous and based on misogyny, it was to garner sympathy, protect my own reputation, and retaliate against the clients.
Just that statement alone is like, holy shit. Yeah.
The lawyers speak.
Talk about like eating crow and looking like a fucking asshole. Yeah, the lawyers speak is real, and you can literally see. Well, I mean, you can't literally see, but you can the bullet points that Ethan Klein was saying. You need to do this. You need to say this. This needs to be said. Every single one of them. He probably gave her 20, and she hit every single one of them. Okay, so she said that to garner sympathy, makes her look like a fucking idiot.
This lawsuit has given me a greater understanding of copyright protection, people's copyrights, and the importance of protecting copyrights in the online content creation community. It is important for the entire content creation community to respect the intellectual property rights of other creators, and I will adhere to the lessons I've learned throughout this process going forward.
Damn.
Have you seen this, Blabs?
Two steps away from like saying like, and yes, I'm a poo-poo head. Like,
Right.
It's getting more and more pathetic.
Right. Oh, it gets worse.
So upset that she couldn't even be bothered to look somewhat presentable while making that video because she looks like a mess, a bum, not very good.
Right. Well, that's who she is at this point. Eric, have you seen this? You have not? What's your first reaction to the first 30 seconds of this?
Sounds like she's a hostage. She's like, hold up a ransom note. Help.
It does sound like a hostage video for sure. And the reality is it is
dark and everything.
I'm fine. I'm being treated well. They're feeding me 3 times a day.
But the reality is that this is a hostage video because at the end of the day, you'll find out why, because this is not just a loss of pride, but also a loss of money.
I also want to make clear that I did not receive any support, financial or otherwise, from Hassan Piker. Hassan never.
That's such a little jab, like just a jab of like, oh, by the way, this guy that I really admire and I stick up for all the time has no idea I fucking exist or cares about.
He did fuck all for me, yeah.
Yeah, right.
Or even reached out to me privately.
What's that?
Hassan's too cheap for that.
The millionaire socialist? Right.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Otherwise, from Hassan Piker. Hassan never even reached out to me privately to offer words of support. Speaking honestly, I found his indifference to my suffering hurtful, especially after he hinted he might help me behind the scenes.
Like, wow. Like, not only did Ethan find a way to make her look like a fucking asshole, also his ex-podcast partner make it look like a total fucking asshole. Pretty great. I saw the chat said, is she wearing a shot collar on in this video? Like, if she goes out of line, she gets zapped.
Felt like he wanted to receive credit from the public from helping me without providing any. As to the GoFundMe money, to the extent there are any remaining funds after I pay my attorney's fees, I have agreed to pay the remaining funds to the clients. The funds will not go to anyone else, including Denham's or Frogan, to defend their lawsuits.
Good.
Those are the other two ladies that were
Fucking Jabba the Hutt, Frogan.
Yes. I mean, all the money goes to him. All of the money goes to H3H3 from that. Wow. That's like a fucking knife to the heart. We'll get to that in a minute. I said, I've never seen a public humiliation like this. That, like,
no, you could get some good O faces watching this. This is it. This is pretty orgasmic.
For the record, I have agreed to cooperate with the clients in their litigation against the H3 Snark mods for promoting my live stream to the extent that I am able.
And she flipped on the Reddit mods. So So just a quick recap, and we still have another minute, a minute and a half of this. She has to give all the money to H3H3. She said she's a fucking idiot, and now she's helping him with the lawsuit. That's a
And
pretty.
she mentioned that Hassan didn't help for shit, so she's even like she went there too.
Yes, yeah. I mean, I cannot imagine a more definitive win for H3H3 here. Ridiculous.
I will offer my support, including testifying under oath to everything I have just stated, to help their cause. I also want to take the opportunity to acknowledge other misconduct and bad behavior I have exhibited online. For example, weaponizing.
Like, by the way, at this point, it's just kind of petty, right? Like, is it? By the way, you need to tell everybody what a giant piece of shit you are. Like, I just feel the need to. You need to do that as part of our settlement. Like, wow. Eric, do you plan on doing that anytime soon? Letting people know what a giant piece of shit you are as part of a settlement?
Nope, I'm not a giant piece of shit. So I don't
okay.
this kind of stuff.
Okay.
Conduct and bad behavior I have exhibited online. For example, weaponizing the death of Asmongold's mother was inexcusable.
Wow.
I should know better because I have 3 disabled people that rely on me. Moving forward.
Once again,
Man, what a piece of shit she is.
I guarantee you that Ethan Klein put that line in particular in it. This line right here.
I should know better because I have 3 disabled people that rely on me.
Like, you need to say this. Like, wow. Oh my God. This is a fucking burial.
Moving forward, I will do better. I also want to apologize to the crew of the H3 podcast, particularly AB and Olivia. I apologize for calling them cowards for not quitting their jobs. That was a shameful attack on 2 people who deeply care about Palestine and Palestinian people.
Sorry, Blabs, you were giggling about this?
Calling you a coward for not quitting your jobs.
Say that one more time, Blabs.
Funny, man.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
AB, along with his wife Lena, have done more than I have ever done for the Palestinian people.
What? God damn.
Wow.
Like, I don't know. I don't even care what side of the fence you're on that whole thing. It doesn't matter. But just putting all the, I mean, like I said, there's probably 20 bullet points.
Because I haven't done shit for them.
I love talk about copyright in this lawsuit, but somehow Palestine is in here too. I love that. Brilliant.
Somehow they made it in, man.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Including raising over $100,000 in charity. I recognize that they have actually made Palestinian lives better, and my online antagonism and trolling has not. I apologize to Ethan and Gila personally. I have said extremely mean and cruel things about both of them, particularly my misogynistic attacks against Gila that never should have been said.
Somehow they threw in misogyny from the woman. It's great. Yeah.
I do admit that I do need to lose a few pounds. I am a chunky bitch. I have to...
Yeah, right.
Talk about female. Well, how can she say misogynist when it's only supposed to be for female? A person who hates women. Is that person she was referring to a guy?
Yeah, like, hey, Mighty Megatron's right. This is a shaming video. Like, this is,
That makes sense.
like I said, this is the equivalent of somebody walking into the town square, being followed by a bell, someone going, shame, shame, and then being like, I know, everybody look at me, how much I suck. My God, this is like fucking Christmas.
I also want to acknowledge the pervasive problem of anti-Semitism in leftist spaces. It should.
Phoenix?
This is also great. I also want to admit that socialism is gay, and that this is it. If this was a guy, this is a castration. Like, that's what this is. There's no way around it. A total castration.
You know how if I can bring it back to video games, I will. You know how in the original Killer Instinct, you could humiliate somebody, bring them back to life before you killed them? That's what this is. That's the video game equivalent of this.
Yeah.
Where
you bring
them back and you say, yeah, it's okay. And then you fucking hit him in the balls and they die. Like that's this is spectacular. A absolute train wreck embarrassment for this girl.
Can
Well,
you
we're not
imagine being Ethan Klein. What this is better than sex. This is incredible to watch. This is a power trip.
Oh, 1000%.
Yeah.
Kavanaugh says, not really if she's just reading from a script. Are you kidding me? Like,
No, it
the
doesn't
fact
matter
that-
if you're reading from a script. Does not matter.
This is on
You
her
chose to
channel.
read
This
from
is
it.
embarrassing. All of her followers are having to watch this on their feed.
This has 4.5 million views over on X. Everybody is looking this. Everybody has reacted to this. This is by the time this is done, tens of millions of views on it. And this is her and the reputational damage done to her. Like, do you think that anybody will take her seriously after this? No, absolutely not.
I didn't take her seriously before this, but
Well, no, but here's the thing: she bowed down. She bowed down. So her audience will ultimately eat her because of this. She's the problem. She's the problem. You let him win. Oh, and yeah, she did because she couldn't. Yes, she didn't write it. There's a lawyer prepared a statement. 100%. 100% she didn't write this. But that lawyer prepared this statement with
this is even her lawyer. This is Ethan's lawyer writing it
Yes.
for her because she
Yeah,
flipped.
it's read this or else, and she decided to read it.
Yeah, let's finish it.
Should concern all of us. I condemn it and will not participate in it. To that end, I wish the client's success in enforcing TED Entertainment's copyright and protecting the legal rights of online content creators.
And that's it.
She just turns off, looks off screen,
Yeah.
Damn.
dying
Now-
inside.
That
Blabs, you-
seriously does look like a hostage video, right? Because it's all in black. There's no lighting. Like she looks off camera. Was like she's saying, "Did I do good? Is that what you wanted? Do I need to hold up a newspaper now?" Damn.
Anything else?
Yeah, and that's you're 100% right. And it's amazing because after this happened, Ethan was on his show and he was talking. He actually had really nice. By the way, does he have some sort of like condition with him where I feel like we talked about.
He has
something like
Tourette.
this.
It's like a Tourette's.
Okay, because yeah, he definitely has some sort of tick here. But
Yeah,
he
manic
says
tics.
okay.
What a heartfelt. I mean, like genuinely, and I'm gonna say something. Kaceytron, we've said it continually throughout this. You are extraordinarily funny and a very talented person, and I wish you all the best in the future, in your future endeavors. And I know you will continue to make people laugh, and to continue to bring joy to people in that regard. I think you are extremely funny and very clever. So, and I accept your apology. I do. And
So there's that.
I don't know how someone extremely clever can get themselves in a huge fuck up of a situation.
Well, you can be clever and do really dumb things, but
Yeah, but I don't know. She kind of dug her own grave.
so remember how she raised all that money?
Yeah.
And how all that money was going to go to H3H3 now? Like, I'm not going to say this is petty, but it's fucking petty and it's honestly pretty funny.
Paulu Kingston, thank you for the 500. Shauna M.
He's reading all the donations and thanking them because he's getting
Yes.
it. Okay.
Yes. Is it petty? Absolutely. But it's funny as shit.
Oh, that's amazing.
Elizabeth Adams. iDubbbz. iDubbbz, thank you so much separately. Wait, this is so funny. I actually never thought about this. Anissa's like, by the way, Anissa doesn't make money. We all know that. She's never made money. So iDubbbz is down here on the list getting cucked with the 420. Anissa spends $1,000 to get on the top tier list. I'm sorry, but I find that hilarious.
Anyways, just him going in and
Wow.
it's spectacular. I mean, really, it's like the ultimate victory lap where he's like, thanks for all that money, guys. Really appreciate that. Now, she was not the only plaintiff. There was 3 people who have been sued. Kaceytron, Frogan. If you recall, Frogan is the you can say fat. Actually, can you say fat?
You're gonna
because-
get banned on
Solo.
Twitch.
Yeah, well, hey, guess what? Frogan's fat.
Porkers.
Frogan is will probably end up settling in this situation, and we'll probably get a hostage video from her as well. And
Yeah.
listen,
It's gonna be hilarious.
nothing would make me happier than that. But
I want a
Should
hostage
wear a
video.
burqa?
Exactly. That's why it's even funnier.
I wear this burqa to cover how fat I am, and I just want to thank Ethan for letting me tell that to the world.
It's the one that covers her eye, like
Whatever the
does
hell it
such
is.
a good job, I think.
that.
Yeah.
whatever it is. So if we get that apology
job
from
with
her, that'd be great. What we won't see is an apology from the other person who's being sued, and that is Denims. Denims put out a post more or less saying, hey, this ain't going to happen. This apology, which I can only assume was somehow forced to extract a settlement, was painful to listen to. Oh, yes, it was. It was very painful. It's absurd and ironic that Ethan accuses Hassan of being a puppeteer while LARPing as a comic book villain in this way. While it's unfortunate that Ethan appears to have been able to exert control over her in this way, turning it into a misogynist thing there, I'm happy that Kaceytron was given the opportunity to minimize the harm to her family, avoid the risk of losing her home, and move on from Ethan's lawsuit. I want to make several things clear. My trial date is October 26, 2026, and I look forward to beating Ethan in court. While Casey and likely Frogan have caved to Ethan Klein, which is a decision I doubt they have made lightly. Settling like this is not an option for me. It is not an option for me because it would set a precedent that endangers the financial security of any streamer that creates reaction content. If you create content that involves commenting on videos or Twitch, or enjoy consuming reaction content, you should be on my side. If you don't believe me, please read ahead and let me convince you. And she pretty much says, hey, this is what I did. This is how long I reacted to it. And by the way, he didn't sue Asmongold, XQC, or other streamers who watched the content, Nuke. And she tries to justify it in here. So she will not bow down in this situation, to which Legal Mindset, friend of the show, actually pointed out that this is actually a very, very good thing. So thank God Denims is stubborn enough to keep this going till we have amazing content coming from Discovery and get to see the Reddit mods exposed. That's the thing that is not being thought about is she's going to bring down Reddit with this whole thing. She's going to bring down the mods, Reddit, all because she thinks she's right. She's got pride.
Who goes to Reddit anymore anyways? Ugh.
Brainwash people.
Millions of people.
Yeah, millions and millions of brainwashed people. Yeah,
I go to Reddit sometimes, but then I'm like, man, this is a cesspool.
Eric actually has his own Reddit thread and everything.
Mm-hmm. Well, would that be the best case scenario that Ethan Klein, of all people, Ethan Klein is the one who brings down Reddit? like my God, what a weird twist that would be. Holy shit.
It'd be a great redemption arc because Ethan Klein used to be fantastic, at least in my opinion. I loved H3H3, and then he went down a path I couldn't follow. So I would love to see a redemption arc.
Well, this could be it with his crazy Tourette's that he has going on. That's crazy. Well, look, I've never seen anything more humiliating online, and I've seen some really fucked up shit online. That was legitimately, as I watched that, I was both cringing and also kind of giddy with excitement to seeing somebody who had gone out of their way to play the victim so much get got. And like when you fucked around, and Ethan Klein, like I said, I don't know a whole lot about the guy. I don't really care about his politics, but I do admire the idea of the forethought of creating and playing the 4D chess that he has played here. And just honestly, just fucking that girl so bad publicly. That's what it was. And it just, like, you want to talk about XXX porn? That's what that was. That was porno right there. And it was available for everybody to see publicly. Truly spectacular.
No, that is the textbook definition of FAFO there. Like, that's it. There it is. Like, you want an image, that's it.
Yeah. Absolutely crazy. I've never seen somebody so publicly humiliated like that. Trunks Bordar says freedom of speech is not freedom of consequences. It's a leftist talking point right there. But, you know, we've seen that bounce back side, you know, on both sides. Mercenary says, so I'm still locked out of Rumble. And what was today in gaming? Worse than this girl having to bow down to Ethan? She looks in pain. Yes. Yes. Well, Rumble flips and switches and stuff like that. They don't just like happen overnight. But I know that Rumble is aware, right, Blabs? Is Rumble aware of what's going on?
I sent the information to Michael. Michael sent it over to billing. So I don't know, Mercenary. You need to reach out to them too, not just by Rumble, like Twitter, but email or whatever it is.
We'll get you squared away, Mercenary. But thank you for your support, man. Sturgeon says it's a lolcow luau of Kaceytron. Yeah, man, that's crazy to see. Jags says fatality. H3 wins. Flawless victory. Thank you, Jags. Appreciate your support, my dude. All right. Closing thoughts on the Kaceytron dressing down in public.
I hope there's more. I want to see more.
God, that'd be awesome.
I hope that's just the first of many.
His case against her must have been so great. Like she has to give over that donation stuff, but he was probably going to garnish her wages for like the next 20 years. She didn't want to like have to deal with that kind of shit.
I mean, you look at her subs right there. Her subs on that video, by the way, she has like 3,000 subscribers, 3,000 paid subscribers. And at a 70-30 split, you know, $4, that's like 10, 11, 12 grand a month just from that. Like she makes pretty damn good money, you know, especially if she's just, you know, if it's just her, makes pretty damn good money. That's all I'm saying. Like, don't feel bad for her. She made that bed.
Does anyone feel bad for her? I don't feel bad for her.
Well, I mean, that Denims does. Denims does. That's it. All right. Let's go and move on. Let's talk about this. God damn it. All right. Blabs, who is Franklin the Turtle?
I actually can answer this because I used to read Franklin the Turtle as a kid and watch the movies or shows or whatever it is. But basically, it's a little cartoon for children. Shut up, Eric. And it obviously Franklin is literally a turtle. It's like, honestly, think like Arthur, PBS Arthur, very similar ballpark. TV show, books, little adventures, things for children. But I have a little fun fact. I have a turtle, and we originally named him Franklin because we thought it was a boy, but it was actually a girl. So her name is no longer Franklin, and her name is Sophia. The end.
Well, Franklin is a 6-year-old cartoon turtle known for navigating everyday challenges like learning how to ride a bike to having his first sleepover. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So this is just like, you know, Daniel Tiger or, you know, one of those like edutainment shows that you see on PBS, but I guess the Canadian version of that. He's also known for taking out narco terrorists, apparently, which this was tweeted out by our Secretary of War, I believe.
He's so happy.
He's an RPG.
Oh my God. I can't believe this is a thing. Like this is why AI was created. Right?
I'm gonna turn this into a Battlefield thumbnail for one of my streams.
You should.
Yes,
I'm gonna put me in the helicopter.
Oh my God, this is so fucking funny. That he tweeted that, says for your Christmas wish list right here. So this idea of using established IPs to promote for political causes, kind of funny, right? But they've gone out of their way and they are not happy about this. The people behind Franklin,
That's kind of fair.
They said Franklin the Turtle is a beloved Canadian icon who has inspired generations of children and stands for kindness, empathy, and inclusivity. We strongly condemn any denigrating, violent, or unauthorized use of Franklin's name or image, which directly contradicts these values right here. To which a lot of people have pointed out the idea that Franklin defending terrorism is a really interesting move. This idea. So we saw, like, here's a new updated version. Franklin and laughing communists right there, just riding their bike along. That's good.
So I understand what they're saying because, like, basically someone's taking someone else's IP and memeing it with AI, and I get it. You're making it very, very political when it's supposed to be non-political. It's a thing for children. I totally get that, but at the same time, they're just memes, so they shouldn't really get butthurt over it.
It's a lampoon.
Yeah, it's not like they're publishing something and stealing someone else's work and, you know, profiting off it. It's literally just an internet meme. But I do understand them saying, fuck off with the politics. Franklin's just a turtle, you know? Like, I get that. I do get that.
Right. And it's, you know, it's like somebody used your, like I said, I totally get it as well. Doesn't mean it's not funny.
Exactly.
Right. Now, the White House, our administration also has been using other IP for the memes. I would say this is the most memeable administration probably ever.
Yeah.
I would
They're
say
pretty good at it.
They embrace the memes for sure. And obviously there's a big conversation about immigration, specifically illegal immigration. And ICE has been a big topic of discussion. People say, oh, they're Nazis, blah, 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 blah. Well, the White House put out this tweet here, and I can't exactly play the music, but just know that it's a Sabrina Carpenter song underneath here. And it's them essentially arresting illegal immigrants. And this did not go over very well with Sabrina Carpenter, as she was not happy. She responded down below. Where is it? Where are you? Sabrina Carpenter said, "This video is evil and disgusting. Do not involve me or my music to benefit your inhumane agenda." Now look, she ratioed the fuck out of the White House with this. 1.3 million likes compared to the 67,000 likes here. People really got on board with this message for Sabrina Carpenter here. Do you think that, first and foremost, do you guys know who Sabrina Carpenter is?
I barely do. Like, I know I've heard some of her music, but I just don't care enough. And I remember she's had a bit of a controversy, quote unquote, because kids were being taken to these concerts and not aware that like how sexual she is in these concerts, and the parents were being upset about it. Do you guys remember that? That was last summer. Not like 3 months ago, like last summer, 2024 summer. Does anyone remember that?
It's like the one that would tear down my thigh was one of the lyrics.
Basically, I mean, look at her. She's pretty sexual in her concerts, and like parents were unaware, so they were taking their little girls, and they're like, "Oh my god!" But like, why don't you just listen to the lyrics, and then you'd figure that out already without.
Because parents
going to
don't
the
do anything anymore. That's why.
Yeah, so they're like, "Oh my god, too sexual." It's like, listen to the lyrics. There you go.
Right. Well, she has also been ratioed by people. Says, "Do not ever involve my church in your music and to benefit your evil agenda." Where she had a music video inside of a church, which the pastor of that church was actually removed from that church because of this. Because
he
of the
probably
music
allowed
video.
it. He's like, yeah, sure, make a music video in my church.
Right. So I guess the bigger question here is with, you have Eiffel Towering pop stars getting on their high horse talking about how they're, ICE is inhumane and the agenda of deportation of illegal immigrants and all this stuff. Do y'all have an issue with the government using pop culture to serve its purpose or to meme or anything like that?
Haven't they been doing that since the very beginning? Like, administrations using music since. What else are they going to play? Just silence? Like, what?
I mean, it is an effective way to getting your message across. Eric, your thoughts?
This was an administration that was helped by memes to get elected, especially the first time around. I love the idea that they're using it this way. I'm all for it. I love it. The ratio here to me doesn't make a difference because it's just her fans essentially. She could have said anything. I like Pop-Tarts. They would have agreed with her over anything. So no, I think this is great because this is actually a really good way to change culture is by throwing the culture right back and this side lampooning or putting it in your favor, transforming it for your purposes, I think is great. I love seeing it. It's been nothing but funny stuff. Once or twice I've seen them miss, but for the most part, it's been really funny.
Eric?
Well, I mean, this administration in 2016 got to the White House through memes, and now we're in meme war too. So
begun the meme wars
just
have.
it's just what pop culture has become, and you have to embrace it. So being butthurt over this kind of stuff is just laughable because they're bad at memeing doesn't mean we can't do it.
And you've seen the other side use how many because they own the culture. They've always had pop stars, actors, everybody do that work for them. We're just essentially using their own stuff against them, which has been very funny to watch.
Do we not remember in 2016 when they had hundreds, dozens of actors talk about, hey, electors, don't select this person as president. Change your vote.
Don't you remember
They
what
had
they did with
a huge video about it.
Do you remember what they did with what was it, Kamala Harris? It was like the Avengers actors all like doing a stupid FaceTime group call where they're like, oh, we're all Kamala Harris, and like the actress denies. She's like, Wakanda forever and all that. And you got RDJ, Scarlett Johansson, Chris Evans, like I said, deny whatever her name is, and there was some other ones there too. Paul Bettany, I think, was there too, and they're like, oh yeah, Kamala Harris. So like, it's the same shit. If you get all these actors who are part of the Avengers, one of the biggest franchises in the world, but Sabrina Carpenter's music, that's where the line's drawn. Like, come on. It's just what politics you agree with, and that's it.
Well, speaking of, there's been other political things. Just talking about celebrities having opinions. Ben Stiller chimed in over here of all people.
Yes.
Ben
Let's see
Stiller,
what the Nepo baby has to say.
Well, he was talking about the Somali thing, which has been, I haven't really followed everything that's going on here, but I know that Minnesota has more or less been overrun. But he chimed in, said, Somalis are not garbage. Immigrants and refugees from anywhere are people like you and me. They should not be demonized. This country is built on the backs of people who have come from other places. It's what our country is all about. To which this person says, you live in a castle, castle behind a wall, far away from perpetual third world scammers. So he says, I live in Manhattan. And he was actually ratioed because like the number of Somalis in Manhattan is actually extremely, extremely low. So, but yeah, it just goes back to this idea of celebrity opinion. Who gives a shit type of thing.
Did you ever in high school, did anyone ever know a smart thespian? They were all waterheads. All of them were pothead waterheads who had the worst takes ever. So every time I see an actor say anything, I go back to high school and think about all those stage, quote unquote, actors there and just how smart they were. And you can just see right there, they were always highly opinionated, and it was always complete mouth garbage that came out every single time.
They talk very loud and they're very confident about what they're talking about, but I have no idea what the fuck. Yeah, listen, I've known a million of them. Yeah, 100%. 100%. The theater kid is, the stereotype is 100% accurate. It's crazy. To me, honestly, and I know we have some theater kids who watch our show, but theater kids may be they're up there, man, as far as my disdain, like the theater kid, the sheer chest out, the bravado, the insecure narcissist. That's the thing that I find so amazing about the theater kid, and really all actors, because at the end of the day, what they're doing is they're pretending, the professional pretenders, right?
You're pretending to never be yourself. You're always someone other than yourself.
Mm-hmm. The theater kid, man.
Yeah.
The damn theater kids.
Fuck the theater kid in their opinion.
That's a story about a theater kid. I'm going to share it just because it always pissed me
Please.
off. There was this girl who had an amazing voice, right? She could sing. She was great. She could act. No problem. Never going to share her talents. But she thought she was the hottest shit when she had this muffin top, right? Huge muffin top, and she would be walking around these crop tops with her fucking muffin top hanging out like she's some cool shit, and I was just like, gross, cover up, woman. Anyway, that's my story. I hate when they just can't realize that they're not actually hot shit. They just unfathomable opinion. Anyway, it's fine. There it is. There's my story time. Where's my gong?
I don't like theater kids because they have fat bellies. The end.
There it is.
They had too many Doritos. I'm done.
Craig, check your DMs on Twitter.
I will. Let me do that right now. Let's go. All right. And we will get over to another story. We did a little nostalgia a few days ago when it comes to the N64, and I thought that maybe we could chime in on a little bit of Super Nintendo here. But before I do, I want to make sure that I get to what do we got here? By the way, can we talk really quick about how much the new chat system or DM situation sucks? It's dog shit.
Systems. It's so bad that it's gone to 2 systems now. We have to check 2 different DMs messaging just to be able to see what the hell you're texting me. It's awful.
Yes.
We're talking about X.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's a bag of AIDS.
The X conversation system, whatever it is dog shit. This, however, is not dog shit. Look at this piece of art right here.
Sneak peek.
Yeah. Oh, you kept the smile. I'm so happy.
Wow, you did all
That's
that
my
artwork?
thumbnail for tomorrow's stream.
Let's go. That's outstanding.
Nice.
Great stuff right there, man. That's excellent. Congratulations to that and your quick work of
AI is great.
Dude, I'm telling you, man, it's fucking outstanding. Some great stuff right there. I love it. All right. We did a little nostalgia the other day where we talked about the N64. We watched a video from 30 years ago. It was a news report about the N64. And I thought maybe we could back up a little bit and do the same about the Super Nintendo here. This came from Love Retro BTW over on X, Andy Retro Gaming. And this is a news report in the early 90s when Super Mario World was coming out. And people were extremely confused that you had to buy a new console.
Yep. Yeah.
To play it. Let's check this out.
For those of you who follow the Super Mario series, you'll be glad to know Super Mario 4, called Super Mario World, is now on the shelves. But as Deborah Snell found out, you might not like what you hear when you go to buy the game.
That's the catch that may take many Nintendo maniacs by surprise. You have to buy a completely new hardware system to play the new Super Mario 4 game.
Why can't you just buy the cassette?
Because it doesn't play in the regular one. You have to buy the Super...
Blabs, can you please Google Norberto Villafuerte, please?
I've never heard that name before in my life.
To see if you can find where Norberto is and how quickly Pete Hegseth rounded him up. Sorry. Sorry. Wildly inappropriate. By the way.
Wow. Anyway, I can't really find the weird thing is the first thing you look up is when you search that name, the first pop-up is inmateaid.com.
Wait, what?
Inmateaid? Inmateaid.com is the first thing that pops up when you Google.
Hold on. Norberto Villafuerte is an inmate?
I don't know, man. That's the first thing that popped up when I Google it. Here, private chat. There you go. You can pull that up.
Oh, no. I can't imagine there's a whole lot of Norberto Villafuertes.
San Diego, California.
Okay, now here's the thing.
H3H3.
Yeah, this is a different Norberto Villafuerte.
He wound up stealing the console.
Oh no!
Yeah, got busted for stealing from Kmart back in the 90s.
It is now.
Norberto Villafuerte. All right, sorry, a little sidetracked right there.
To buy the Super unit.
Who's doing that?
Well, 12-year-old Vahid Hosapian is for one.
I saved it with my allowance.
You say
Blabs?
Vahe.
Find Vahe Helvis plan over here. By the way,
doesn't he look like he's on the human evolutionary chart? Like he's like step 3?
God.
Jesus Christ, you guys are savage. And everyone's like, oh, you and your muffin top, you're so mean, but look at these two.
I'm just
Damn,
saying.
bro.
God damn.
He's not quite standing upright.
This fucking poor kid saved up all his money to buy his Super Nintendo and decided to get roasted 35 years later by Phoenix. God damn. Why would they do this to this kid?
The first thing you find when you do Vahe Hovspian, whatever his name is, a LinkedIn account of an assistant deputy commissioner. Now, I can't look it up because I'm not logged in on LinkedIn on this laptop, so I can't actually see it. Sorry.
Get your ass logged in. I want to see if this guy's alive or not.
I don't know if it's him or not. There's no profile photo. Like, it's just sorry.
Listen, we need to find homeboy over here. Look at what
images. What happens?
It's okay. He's older than us.
Javi Vahe's out there.
Yeah, he's probably in his mid-50s now at this point, right? Probably some whatever. Right? Hardworking young man. Yeah.
Sapien
he looks like he's 50 here on a kid's body.
Golly, blinded by the lights of the TV camera here, man. He's got smiley eyes going on over here, man. It's crazy.
For one.
I saved up with my allowance.
You saved up $200 by yourself.
Yeah, I had to do extra work around the house.
There's a fucking hardworking kid over here, Phoenix over here roasting him. God damn.
How many papers that kid delivered to buy a Super Nintendo?
He was hard at work trying to start a fire for the first time in our evolution.
Rubbing sticks together.
Yeah.
This was me, though. I'm the dumbass over here like, oh, I wish I could have that. Oh, it's so cool.
For chores because of the extra cost of the new system.
I was going to get it, but I don't want to.
Blabs, find him.
Oh, God.
Find Jason Doffelmeyer. Has there ever been a more white name than Jason Doffelmeyer? God damn. More white.
Oh, no.
Uh-oh.
Jason Doffelmeyer. And then it looks like he's been arrested.
Oh, no. How old is he?
Good Lord.
All of these people are criminals now.
God damn.
Because of the Super Nintendo. Because they had to buy a new system. They converted to a life of crime.
God damn. Wait, so what happened, Blabs? What happened to Jason Doffelmeyer?
I can't really see. It just says has court or arrested. It's on like mylife.com. Another one, Jason Michael Doffelmeyer, arrest record details, was 43, arrested for possession of drug paraphernalia in Orange County, California. Maybe it's a different one. Well, there's a lot of Jason Doffelmeyer.
No. I think that this actually lines up. I would say
the ages line up.
Yeah, if he's in his 40s here, yeah. Like Jason Doffelmeyer, this kid right here has been arrested for drug paraphernalia.
Potentially.
Time and tell him not to do it.
Jason,
no. When you need him?
Look what video games did. They sent Jason down a rabbit hole that led him to drug use and drug paraphernalia. God damn it, Mario! If only you just appeared on the devil. Nintendo is the devil. Yes, ridiculous. Poor hardworking kid. This is what it is. This kid over here, this kid worked his ass off. Jason Doffelmeyer wanted to do the shortcut and sell the drugs.
He had to sell himself on the street.
That's right, man. Golly.
Damn.
I was going to get it, but I don't want to spend that much money.
He has a Game Boy.
Almost.
He looks like somebody, like a celebrity. He does.
Jesus, what's with her? Wow.
Well, he looks
Go back to her. Can you go back to her? Just like, what was her face?
Listen, by the way, can we just turn this into a regular segment where we dunk on kids from the 80s and 90s?
Bring back bullying on people who aren't even their age anymore.
We're just bullying.
Last times I was on, we did that old dating.
Every time Eric
Remember
is here, we just bully people.
The dating videos we watched?
Yeah, that was good times. That's great. All right, let's this needs to be a regular thing.
He has a Game Boy, and now he has the Nintendo, and now he'd have to have another unit just for that one game.
Wait till she hears about Sega Genesis.
Those of you who...
Right, her mind's about to be fucking blown. God, I wish we knew who that lady was. Just saying, that'd be great.
Sorry, Craig, we can't look her up.
I think her name is Karen.
Allegedly.
This is from, you know what? I bet we can find this on YouTube. This is the Parents Upset Over SNES News Report from 1990. Blab, see if you can find it.
Oh, for fuck's sakes.
I'm just saying. All right, with all of that said, we had a great conversation about the N64 a couple days ago, right? And I thought it'd be fun to open it up to the Super Nintendo now, right? And talk about the Super Nintendo and the greatness that was. Eric, do you have any Super Nintendo memories? And chat, what is the best Super Nintendo game you've ever played? Now, I notice I didn't say all time, that you have ever played personally. Uh-oh, Eric's off. He's going to go do something. Phoenix, what about you, buddy?
Donkey Kong Country. Easy.
Wow. DKC. Top.
Cake. The first one.
Okay.
That's the hot take. That's not the second one.
Wow. This is the best game ever for you?
Tecmo Super Bowl.
With the not accurate NFL player on the front of it. Saying it's pretty crazy. Yeah, obviously everybody knows I love Mario World, Super Castlevania, all those classics. And I got this great group of boxed games behind me. Super fun. Super Metroid, yeah, for sure. Pretty much all the mainstream Nintendo games from the Super Nintendo works were great.
This is for Blabs.
Oh, look at you, Blabs.
Played those.
CIB.
Yeah. I'm down. I like dinosaurs.
We know, Blabs. We know. God damn it.
We just hate fat theater kids.
It's ridiculous. All right.
Jelly rolled bitch.
Wow.
Hope her timeline ended with a gun in her mouth.
Jesus Christ.
What is wrong with you?
You said it, not me. I did.
It's wrong, bro.
We're going to need to.
Fine.
All right. Holy. Good Lord. You okay, Blabs? All right.
They're wheezing.
Yeah, I know. Just having a hard time breathing.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. I'm just crying a little bit. It's good.
We still need to find Noberto Villafuerte over here.
He died, actually.
Lost in the prison system somewhere.
It's rough. Talbos came in with the 10. Says, the best SNES game is Chrono Trigger. It's Chrono Trigger. Go finish it, Craig. The Deep Fryer came in and says, fooled us once, Nintendo. Shame on us. Fool us every time for the past 35 years, and it's either brand loyalty or mind control. Thank you, Deep Fryer. Oh, my gosh. Sunder Stiller says, more sidetrack, guys. Hilarious. Thank you. Talbos came in and says, you getting one of those N64 FPGA console? That sounds like something Hank Hill would say. You getting one of them? You getting one of them N64 FPGA consoles? The retro life is the true path, and there are so many ways to play now. This is true, Talbos. I do not plan on getting one of those, but I can play all the games I want by just right here on my computer, right here on this monitor. Which, once again, I want to remind everybody, I will be playing Super Castlevania 4 in about 90 minutes. Over on Kick at kick.com/sidescrollers. I would love for you guys to join me over there. Just a total impromptu stream, but I would love for you guys to join me. So go hit the follow button over there as we continue to grow a little bit more over on Kick. All right. Mighty Megatron says sub-Saharan Africans had thousands of years of a head start compared to the rest of the world, and they barely comprehend the wheel and eat shit. Some cultures. Wow.
I like this episode today.
That's great, man. I like this. Freedom Prize came in with a 50. Says more movies with Eric, Cecil, and Lady Dez. You want more movies? Hey, we may have something coming down the pipeline for you with it when it comes to movies, huh? What do you think about that, Eric? Huh? Yeah. There it is. Oh, look at that. There's
boobies.
A movie. Yeah. Thank you so much,
Welcome
Freedom
back
Prize.
to You, Me, and the Boobies.
That's right.
You, me, and the boobies.
Sly Rise says settling like Denham's says actually doesn't set precedent, but potentially loses in court 1,000% does set a legal precedent. Thank you, Sly Rye. Thunderstiller wants us to have an Over Here t-shirt. Thank you. And Watts says, my only question is when the Department of War uses the song War is My Shepherd by Exodus for recruiting advertisements, that would go unbelievably hard. They should do that. For you, Wasp. For you. Stiller came back, says, sounds like Pete used the perfect character, and they don't seem to understand memes or how the internet works. They use it to twist Jesus to their own ends, and no one freak even nearly as much, if any. No one freaks. Yes, thank you very much, Thunder Stiller. Sorry, I can't read. Marmalin says, this is the best Franklin book ever.
Yeah.
DeBuff Love says, the worst RPG that I love, but too dumb to play, Quest 64.
Oh, yeah.
And Wiss says, liberal economics order bullshit. All people are just interchangeable numbers, and numbers go up is good. Anyone we choose to let in should be a net positive if we want America to get better and not worse. Thank you, Wiss Levy. All right, let's go ahead and keep on moving on. Let's get to this. Oh, Blabs, I see a story here just called Someting Wong.
Yeah.
Just making today's episode even better. Someting Wong.
This is hold on. Am I reading this correctly? This is
I can't tell you how proud of herself she was, by the way, this morning. She Michaeled like all over this fucking story. She was laughing for like a good half hour over that little title.
Well, here it is. The story is actor B.D. Wong apologizes for racist comment. Says, I do know better. Okay, I'm curious to hear what he said. The Jurassic Park alum. What's that, Blabs?
It wasn't even really all that bad, but I just thought it was really funny that his last name is Wong, and all I could think of was Something Wong.
It's because you're a racist, Blabs.
At least somebody said it, Eric.
He's the bad guy in the Jurassic World games too, isn't he?
You okay, Blabs?
A little bit. It's fine.
We're going to see her with a black curtain behind her doing a big apology video tomorrow that she needs to do better.
Well, this is the video that it was posted on. It says, name the animal. Wrong answers only. What the fuck is that animal, by the way? Anybody have any idea?
Raccoon, isn't it?
No, that can't be a raccoon.
That ain't a raccoon.
No, badger?
No, that ain't a badger.
Can't be
Is
a
that what that
wombat.
is? That's a crazy ass animal right there, man. Holy shit. Golly. All right.
Anyway, the chat. I'm right.
Nice. All right, cool. I've never seen a wombat like that before. That thing's fucking awesome. Anyways, so on this post, oh my God.
Yeah.
He said, it appears to be a black man. Oh, wow, this is even better. The Tony Award-winning actor later posted an apology on Threads. Remember Threads?
Yeah, that's Instagram Threads, which all of 5 people use.
Y'all, I made a very bad joke.
It's bad, but it's not the worst thing in the world. But I still love the fact that his last name is Wong. Something Wong.
That's the whole idea here, Blabs. You just wanted to get your racist joke out of there.
Something Wong. Want to apologize. Didn't mean the back, man.
Lord.
Racist joke. I forgot about the other racist joke of his last name.
I wish your mic worked so I could hear everything you're saying and how you're laughing the entire time.
You're not missing anything.
He said, y'all, I made a very bad joke, as most people do, as most people in hot water do. I deleted it for damage control, but it's out there and continues to hurt and disappoint. And I'm really sorry about that hurt part. Super dumb, but I tried to follow the wrong answers only prompt with the wrongest answer. This succeeded only in that it was super wrong. Or in Blabs' case, super
Wong. And holy fuck.
Bang, ding, ow.
We owe so many apologies this episode.
I do like the drum roll leading up to the call. It's so ridiculous. Oh my God. All right. Blast, please read a couple supers.
Yeah, give me a second. This is too funny.
Use Phoenix's mic, please, for the love of God.
No, I can't say. There's too many microphones. Okay, hang on.
I think it's just her voice.
It is her voice. It's her voice.
What?
Go ahead,
It
Blabs.
did it on his mic.
Hello?
Go ahead, Blabs.
Maybe not.
Okay. Anyway, Shady Duck says it is a been too wrong.
Yeah, it's a binturong, not a wombat, which is
Oh.
also known as a bear cat.
And then, does Blab say the same about Ada Wong from Resident Evil? Something Wong, Ada? Ta-da.
Thanks, Blabs. It's
Welcome.
great. All right. Oh, you know what? Let's get to this last little story here. We've talked about this over the last few weeks. So I'm still fucking crying. This is so fucking stupid. This everything about our show is so fucking dumb on a day-to-day basis.
Something Wong, Craig. Hi. Something Wong, Craig.
Something wrong, Craig. Something wrong with Craig.
You're so wrong, me.
I don't even know what that is. I just wanted to... All right. Anyways. Woo! All right, let's take a step back here. We have talked about this story before, but did you see that starting next week, Australia is banning social media for the youth over here? Now, this
It's happening.
Yeah, this is happening. Yes. This was sent our way by Lady Decade. She's like, hey, I'd love to hear your thoughts on this. So, hey, let's actually talk about this a little bit more. But there's a video here that I wanted to play. And this is from Annika Wells. Blabs, please find out a little bit more about Annika Wells here. And this is over on TikTok. Let's go to play this and hear their the justification for this really fast, because I think that we need to understand why exactly they're doing this and the benefits that they think that they will see from it. So here we are. Here is Annika Wells talking about this.
Australia will become the first country in the world to ban under 16s from having social media accounts. With one law, we can protect Generation Alpha from being sucked into purgatory by predatory algorithms described by the man who created the feature as behavioural cocaine. Teenage addiction was not a bug, it was a design feature. And on 10 December, there are going to be withdrawal symptoms. Teenagers will be upset. Some will fight to get back on, some will manage to find their way around the tech and keep their accounts. But I truly believe the short-term discomfort will be worth the long-term benefits.
All right. We'll listen to the rest of this here. But Eric, you're a dad. I'm a dad, right? What are your thoughts on social media for kids?
Keep them off it as long as possible. I mean, my oldest turns 10 in 2 weeks, 3 weeks, Christmas Eve. And the only thing we allow her to do on her tablet when she uses it is like Pinterest, just to look up little recipes and little funny pictures and stuff. But nothing like TikTok or Facebook or Instagram or anything like that. That stuff is just Snapchat. Bad news.
Yeah. I have mixed feelings on this, right? I don't feel I've said for a good while, years, that I think that this will be the first time this happens. This will not be the last time this happens. All the studies show, specifically when it comes to teenage girls, that social media has a horrendous effect on them. The depression rates skyrocket when they use Instagram or any sort of TikTok or anything like that. And I think that we will reach a day where social media in particular is thought of in the same way as cigarettes. And I've said this before on the show, and I'll say it again, but there was a time where doctors were handing out cigarettes. And I'm not saying the doctors handing out social media, but it was socially acceptable to be smoking cigarettes. It was socially acceptable for youth to be on social media. But as more information came about, you learned about the adverse effects that it has on not just the kids, but society as a whole. And things were changed. And all of a sudden you had to be 18. And this lady points out this idea that, like, look, there will be kids who find their way around it. I think she's being actually fairly realistic about this. But I know, Phoenix, obviously, I have a feeling that you disagree with this idea of banning social media.
No. Like, so banning anything I get a little nervous about, but I'm 100% for, if I had a kid, first of all, they wouldn't have a phone, period. That's not happening, because look, even the games, most of the mobile games are really promoting gambling. Even worse, even with other people's money. So it's all, it's the whole thing is bad. And we even went out to dinner the other day, and the kids are on the phones about the dinner table. Everything about the phone to me is a bad idea, and social media in particular. Look, as your brain is developing at such a young age, and look, when we were in school without phones, you had people who would pick on you or whatever. Imagine if you did something stupid or whatever, and now the whole world is judging you and laughing at you when you're still developing. If you had dark thoughts in your head before, if self-harm or whatever, imagine how much that's going to really be amplified, or how much your beauty standards have to be that much better than the person you're now competing with from a different state. So the whole thing is really bad. So I wish, I don't know if banning is necessarily the right idea, but as a parent, I would say when you get a job and you can pay for a phone yourself, then you can have that phone. By that time, they're already, 17 or 18 to be able to afford something that much. So I don't know about the ban, but I do like the idea of kids not being on that in social media personally.
I think the response to this in our chat is exactly what you'd expect. A lot of people saying it's not about it's about control, not protecting your kids. And I get it, right? The idea of, I don't want the government associated with pretty much any part of my life, like ever, right? But as a parent, we'll get to her logic here in a minute, but this was pointed out by Shredding Fences. Everyone is a perfect parent before they actually have a kid. See that all the time, where, hey, if it was my
I stand
kid,
by what I said. I can guarantee you my kid would not have a phone. That's a promise.
Oh, I know. Oh,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
know. Oh, yeah, I know that for a fact for me. But let's
First
go.
phone my kid's gonna have is a flip phone that they can just dial me if they need to
get
a ride somewhere or something.
Right.
So,
Let's see. Here's some more of her logic here. By the way, smart move right there, Eric.
This law is world leading, and countries around the world are taking our lead. Denmark, Greece, Romania, France, New Zealand, Malaysia, the European Commission have all signalled intent to introduce a minimum age for social media. American social psychologist and author of the book The Anxious Generation, Jonathan Haidt, said, Australia's law, our law, is by far the most important single piece of legislation ever enacted on planet Earth to protect children in the internet age. 7 out of 10 kids are suffering or witnessing harm online in Australia as we speak.
I think that's that stat seems totally fucking made up. Right? The idea of 7 out of 10 kids right now, as we're talking, so you're telling me 100% of the kids are on a phone right now, and 70% of them are being neglected in some. I don't know. That stat seems a little crazy to me, but all right.
That is what we are trying to fix. And yes, it will be difficult. We don't shy away from the fact this is a rough transition, but like I said, every single parent who has talked to me about this since I've been the Minister for Communications has said, thank you, do not back down, and thank you for being the bad guy. Thank you for allowing me not to be the bad guy. Thank you for allowing me to say, this is against the law. The government has made this law. So I asked them to draw strength. They asked them to ask their child to write to me, if that would be of any assistance. I do video messages to transmit this message, whatever it takes. But I do not for a second think that this isn't worth doing.
Just not via Facebook Messenger, I guess.
Messenger kids is okay.
All right. So that's kind of the premise there. So the thought process of parents actually thanking her for letting them be the bad guy instead of the parents.
Shows how bad parents have become.
there's a lot of parents want to be the kid, want to be the friend. There's definitely
which
a
is
lot of
bad
that.
parent.
Yeah, I agree. I 100%
They just want to be
agree.
good friends.
Yeah, they want to be
I don't want
buddies.
to be the bad guy.
Yeah, for sure. I definitely agree with that. So I don't know, I have very mixed feelings when it comes to this. I am like I said, my entire career has been on social media. I have seen my career as social media has become prevalent since 2000. My career literally started in 2006 when the iPhone was released, and I've seen the negative effects on society from the iPhone and social media as a whole. Now, look, I've also seen a ton of positive from social media as a whole, but we've seen, adverse effects specifically when it comes to children. And look, this is personal to me. This is definitely personal to me because I do have a daughter who is teenage age, and she is she wants access to these things, and I'm continuously telling her no. But she's also smart enough to understand and comprehend why I won't allow her to have these things, because she has seen the adverse effects that social media has had on her friends. She's seen the adverse effects that having a phone has had on her friends and ultimately her. She has a dumb phone, like the dumbest of phones, a phone that we can track literally every message that's sent. We can see who her contacts are. We have to approve every contact. We can see her location at any time. We have, like, it is the most umbrella parent phone you could possibly have.
Yeah, it's
right?
like authoritarian phone.
Yes, very much so. Right?
Yeah, attaboy,
Because here's the thing: she's not ready for this shit.
Yeah, bingo.
Right? And that's my job as a parent, is to prepare her for these things. And if she can show that she is capable of doing text or having phone or being responsible, then maybe you give her a little more responsibility, right? I have no interest in giving her untethered access to Instagram or any sort of social media, like, ever. So look, you're 100% right. From a parenting perspective, sometimes you have to be the bad guy, but there are a lot of parents out there who don't want to be the bad guy. And if they can push the blame on daddy government, then that's a win. That's a win for them, and you wonder what the positive and negative effects of something like this will happen, because I'm telling you, this will not be the last time that this happens. We will definitely see many, 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 many other countries doing something like this. And I think this will be I think this will be in the United States. Probably not this administration, but maybe
I'll go to Europe first.
Yeah. Europe's fallen as is.
Well, I'm kind of the only thing I'm surprised by is that, from my perspective, the government banning it is actually that's interesting, because you'd think that they would want kids on social media because many times they're in bed with social media, and that allows them to kind of push whatever messages that they usually want out there. So you're actually losing that influence. So I'm hoping this is actually coming from a good place. I'm hoping, I don't know, but I do think that if that's where you're going to go, you actually have to keep going further with other things that you'd need to turn off too. Because again, if that's the only thing, they'll find another way.
The overwhelming response that I see from people in the chat is it's about digital ID. It's about digital ID. They want to be able to track everything that you're doing.
That makes sense.
Right. At what point is, like, you get an ID technically at 16, right? At least in the States. I don't know if digital ID makes, because I think it makes sense if they're allowing it prior to 16. But like they say, how do you judge? How do you know if people will if they're under 16 or not? Like, maybe that's the idea, is at 16 you get access to it. Maybe I'm thinking of it all wrong, but you get access to it because you get an ID, which then will allow you to have access to it. Maybe that's why I'm thinking of it incorrectly. But it's an interesting theory, man. And look, Australia has been fucked in the head for a good while, and I think we all recognize the authoritarian bullshit they had happen over there in the last 5-6 years.
Camps.
What's that?
They set up camps.
Yeah, let's not forget, but
Can I throw out a real quick thing real fast?
Please.
I hope this doesn't derail, but just real fast. If let's say there was a law, hypothetically, and I'm not saying it should be, that wherever you are on social media, you actually had to use your real name. Do you think that would solve some of this? Because I think that's the tricky question. Again, I'm not saying that we should. This is a hypothetical.
I'm going to tell you
to say your real name.
This conversation has been had so many times, and if you want the internet to explode, just throw out that idea. Throw out the idea of saying and some people will say, you need to have the ability to be anonymous online, right? And the counter argument is no, we want accountability. You need to be accountable for your words and actions, right? Man, that is a slippery slope that I think once the internet launched in its current form, like if there was ever a social media that made you log in and verify you, I'd say the closest thing would probably be Facebook right now. But
I mean, a lot of people on Facebook say stupid things under their real name. I mean, a lot of people think of Twitter, where you hear a lot of the stupid things, and a lot of that is anonymous people using handles and stuff. But Facebook is a lot of people's actual real names and real identities, and they're saying stupid shit under a whole lot of posts. Now, most Facebook users these days are, 40 up, 60 up, old people. So youth don't see that.
All right. Hayden came in with the big $20 super chat. Says, I'm a stepdad, and as an asshole and chief in my house, I am the first to ground kids, and I keep my eye on all activity. I bought my girlfriend's son a gaming laptop and set it up so it's locked down. I will be the bad guy. It's my job. There you go.
Attaboy.
There you go, Hayden. Love that, man. Love that. Hippie Tree Hugger came in and says, control the flow of information and you control the people. So targeting the kids will make them like North Korea, brainwashed population.
Where's the information? But I'm curious where the information's coming in then.
Only schools, maybe? Is that what they're saying?
Yeah, it's interesting. I don't know.
Game Hunter for 10 says, I know a cheerleader back in 2008 was kidnapped because she was texting a stranger in private. This never made it to the news at the time. Parents do worry about the worst possible scenario that may happen. Oh, yeah, for sure. Rafflecopter says, Craig, which phone are you describing? I don't know the name of it off the top of my head, but I'll do a little digging and see if I can find that for you. Hippie Tree Hugger also says the ban is a double-edged sword because so many governments control the mainstream media, and having access independent journalists show what governments censor info. Thank you, Hippie Tree Hugger. We have this from Shell. Says this isn't about banning social media for kids. It's about digital ID and internet licenses for adults. Yeah, that's what I was saying. I don't think I was necessarily thinking about it the proper way right there. Hayden says parents should be keeping their kids in check, not government. Government will take a mile every time you give an inch. This won't stop. They will take this too far. It gets dystopian really fast. Thank you, Hayden. Blabs, why don't we get some of these supers? Patty, by the way, came in and says Blabs, BD Wong voiced Li Shang in Mulan. Look at that.
No, that's the best part. He's a man worth fighting for, I guess. All right, Ruby says, reminder that the left slaps characters from all sorts of media onto memes and say they totally be communist or identity as LGBTAARP. It's good that they're getting a taste of their own medicine. Thank you very much. Sean says, if laughing at Blab's joke is Wong, then I don't want to be right. That's right. And the mutant for one says, Binturong pea smells like popcorn. Look it up. That's weird. No, thank you. Commenter fan, we need a side-scroller's version of The Gong Show where viewers can submit jokes and funny news stories, and the winner gets gifted a Steam game from an underrated indie developer. That'd be cool. Jewish AF for 10 says, best games on the SNES was an Enix game called Illusion of Gaia.
Yep.
Ree, for one, says this law means no more potential for a Smosh to appear, no more Fred, no more Shane Dawson, Egoraptor, Ed's World, etc. This will probably cause a rebellion, and these prudes will be on the tail end of it. Thank you very much. Mercenary for 5 says, I absolutely do not support a ban at all. It should be the parents' responsibility, and they should be the ones dealing with this, not the government. He also says the government will always purposely overreach. Yes. Jason says, I'm willing to put you in touch with my friend in Australian Laura Hayden, aka Aussie Overlord, on YouTube for the real deal with this. Okay, thank you. And then Riva one says, isn't Australia the country that had back-breaking COVID restrictions? Let's lob some more on top of it. Also, careful your kid doesn't spiral into becoming a blue-haired prog from non-exposure to the net. And we're caught up.
Thank you, Reese. All right. Great place to wrap today, guys. Thank you very much for popping in, being a part of our lives. Eric, I
got another one just real fast.
Okay, sure.
Fan for 2 says, here in South Carolina, you can get a learner's permit at 15 for daylight and dust driving, then a full license at 17. But parents need to do their job instead of government trying to control everyone.
All right. All right. Quick reminder. Obviously, you can find, well, Eric, where can everybody find you, friend?
Well, I'm really trying to get the Rabble Wrangler up and running again. So at Rabble Wrangler on all platforms, but I'm trying to get to 2,000 followers over on Twitter X. So at Rabble Wrangler on Twitter and X, get me to 2,000. I'm like 20 away from 2,000 over there. And then on Rumble is my main streaming platform right now. I still stream to YouTube and Twitch and stuff just to, because I had an audience there before in the past, but been loving Rumble. So check us out on Rumble at Rabble Wrangler over there too. And yeah, I'll be streaming tomorrow with my Franklin thumbnail.
Nice. Well, in about an hour from now, I'm going to be playing Super Castlevania 4 over on Kick. So join us over at kick.com/sidestroller if we're going to get a big old thing here. That's how quick it works over on Kick. So kick.com/sidestrollers. Blast, please, can you please pin kick.com/sidestrollers? Thank you very much. So find me over there, Super Castlevania 4 in about an hour from now. I'm going to grab a little bit of lunch, grab a little drink, and then sit down and play some classic games with you guys, because today is the anniversary of Super Castlevania 4 being released, as we saw in Today in Gaming History right there, which is excellent. So I'll be playing that a little bit later on. One quick note, Delta says, what is Australia doing about Roblox and the like, though? I'm supportive of you locking your daughter out. Used to piss me off that my mom would let my sister use IMVU, even after I warned her that she's virtually dating and sharing private info. Yeah. Thank you, Delta. Yeah. No kid is ready for that bullshit at all. All right. Find us over on Kick. Appreciate you guys popping in,
Eric,
allowing us.
Did Eric have something to say real quick? Sorry, Eric.
Craig, I forgot one more thing. On You and Me in the Movies today over on YouTube, our premiere of Street Fighter, the movie.
Ooh.
Happens. It was the first time watch for both of us because I've never seen the movie.
Oh, wow.
I was a Mortal Kombat guy, so I watched Street Fighter.
The generically named user GW5HN4HL8, I don't says the higher purpose of social media was to cut open an infected wound that had an underlying thoughts and beliefs that had always existed in society and express the thoughts and allow society to heal. Thank you, user WG5HN4HL8H. It's really, really nice of you. All right. Find me over on Kick in an hour, kick.com/sidestrollers. If you haven't yet, I'm going to be doing it over there and just there because I just want to kick some things around on Kick. So if you haven't yet, make an account and join us. All right, guys, have a great rest of your day. We will see you guys later on. Go check out the Rabble Wrangler everywhere. Go find You, Me in the Movies as well. And we will see you guys tomorrow when we're back at it again at 11 a.m. Central Time. Who is joining us tomorrow, Blabs?
Rush Hour 4.
I'm sorry, what?
Rush Hour 4.
Rush Hour 4 is joining us. That'll be great. We haven't had Flawed and Phil on in a little bit. So we'll see you guys tomorrow when we're back at it 11 a.m. Central Time. Have a great day. Bye-bye.
Fatality.